from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Bulldogs kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. Khalid Lockett. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
On the move. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Keelan Russell. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action with Russell. Gets it to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Louisiana Tech's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
And this matchup is going to be...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. In the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it.
Hands it off. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Russell on play action. Buys time to his left. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll line up for a second down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing Russell, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Out wide left, it's Moore. Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. On target. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Hits inside, it's Brooks. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Hauls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They're all over him. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Russell. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. Running to his left. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. There he goes. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas. This defense not only searching for answers. They're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Rush is on. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Moore.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Bring him down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Lets it fly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. First down for this offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. Doesn't get it there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Slings it downfield. Left side is Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll go to the counter. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. This time they'll throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They're going to go for this and try to finish this drive in the end zone, already down 2 scores. Snapped on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. From the gun, turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
They go play action with Russell. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third and long coming up. Leaves it in his belly. Sees a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Keelan Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just...
Snags it, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Quickly to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Russell on play action. Out wide left, it's Lockett. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. In the backfield, it's Lockett. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Left side is Kane. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Again, it's Russell. Still looking. He'll pull it down. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Hits the hole. It's Henderson. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. Throwing Russell. They'll run the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Quick give. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Russell. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Finds his man, it's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Extending the play. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. No good. And, guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal.
He's going to take a shot. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run 1 more play on an untimed down. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Going to take a shot. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Nittany Lions who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Harrell. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a man, it's Applewhite. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. Wants to throw again. Under pressure. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Russell. Swings it out to his running back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Straight ahead, it's Brooks. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires left. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Searching for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on second down. Right side, it's Townsend. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It's a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Trying to get rid of it, and he gets it away. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Applewhite. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit as he throws. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. 3rd and long right here. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Bear. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Give to the back. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll be dropped. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Russell. They're all over him. Just gets rid of that one. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Sells the run, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. From the gun. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man in the middle. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Trying to get started. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Now on the counter. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught on the RPO. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. On the run, it's Brooks. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Rush right in his face. Gets rid of it. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. On the return. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first three periods. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. Fires to the big fella. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Makes the grab in their space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Working the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They'll operate out of split backs. Hand it to the back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Russell on play action. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Had to get rid of it quickly. And he avoids the sack. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Oh, what a cut! Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll try to pop the draw. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Russell. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quick give. It's Brooks. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Pushes ahead. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Got to make the play on 4th. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They go play action with Russell. Throwing right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Makes the tackle. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. On the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Brooks. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Motion from the wideout. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Sets his feet. It's Applewhite. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in. Powers through. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Henderson. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The Longhorns line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly